Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. This is He Say.
She said.
And we've been off for 2 weeks. And
Yeah.
I know you missed us. So what we did to make it up to you, we decided to have a very, very special show with a special guest coming in here. As you can see, we got one of the men of the hour. We got 2 men and a female. And what I decided to do.
2 men and a lady.
I'm sorry, and a lady.
Thank you.
Was that politically incorrect?
It was.
Later on, y'all can explain it to me. Because we're getting into a new world now that I don't really know how to do things.
2 men and a female. Okay, we'll go ahead.
Sorry.
It's cool.
Okay, I apologize. So anyway,
I'm just messing.
And for those of y'all who don't know, this is Tiana. So
hello.
So working from, matter of fact, just to make amends, ladies first. I'm gonna allow you to introduce yourself.
Well, hello everybody. I'm Lucky, and I wrote a poem entitled "Dear Society, I Am Magically Beautiful" to kind of give a middle finger to Instagram and their standards on Black women. And this is my piece. She can't possibly be magic. There's no glitter on my fingertips like Instagram said. She can't possibly have a man because it ain't bags of Vicky and heel figure all over her bed. She can't possibly be natural because she don't use Shea Moisture products. She can't be popping because it ain't 5 stacks in her pocket. She can't possibly have the juice because when her phone rings, she answers. See, she could never be magic, at least not by our standards. And so, ladies, knowing what we know about what society has to say, riddle me this. Why are we still trying to fit in this box knowing it doesn't fit? Like, you and I both know that this ain't big enough. So it's about time that we stand in this mirror and remind ourselves that we got the stuff. Like when I see your face, it's not a thing that I would change. 'Cause you're amazing just the way you are. And see, social media got the game messed up, telling us we can't be bad if we ain't all dressed up. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I almost believed them. So I had to do a self-esteem check and remind myself that I possess beauty and magic regardless of the internet. I've been on this journey and I want you to follow me because lately I've been feeling organic. Like these vibrations I'm giving out of magic and my past can't have it. Lately, I've been feeling beautiful. Like the rose that grew from concrete, I'm finna make it out the streets and get a degree with some J's on my feet because lately I've been feeling good.
You would say I was already there. I didn't want to do it first.
I've been feeling good. Like the kind of good morning, waking up next to my man and he rolling, passing me the J while I'm still yawning. I'm going in because lately I've been feeling open to opportunity and opposition. A lot of pain has put me in this position, but I be positioned. Purposefully placed in this divine disposition, I be disposition. Passing out free applications like birch, fir, palm, evergreen. Like you could plant as many trees as you like because no matter how much shade you throw, my future's still gonna be bright because I be bright. Cause I be light. I be light like shine, a light like feather. This bird is ready to fly. Where she's going, she sees no limit, no sky. She's thinking universal. Michael Bay, Steven Spielberg, these motion pictures be legendary. Her Jurassic World will transform into a Jetsons kind of future extraordinary, more like unheard of. Cause I be unheard of. Like having a dream or receiving a blessing in disguise. I be that thing in front of your face you could see if you just open your eyes. I be great. I be cool, no aid. I be one of one. I be ace of spade. I be that joker in your hand and it's the last card in the game because I win the game. I look myself in the mirror and no longer see shame. See, I don't have to point any fingers or place any blame because that's for lames. And besides, I surrendered all my problems to God and he's paving my lane. I'm walking in this greatness and I'm using my brain. Oh, I got a brain because I be smart. I be poet. I be art. I be love. I be queen. I be fresh and I be clean. I be your sister and your friend. I'll defend you to the end. Be your rider and your fighter. You be the candle and I'll be your lighter because I be free. I be me. I be lucky.
Yeah. That was good.
That's my piece.
That's good.
Are you sure you're the one that's lucky?
Yeah. That's me.
I think we're all lucky tonight. I told y'all we make up for the 2-week absence. So, who wants to follow?
Boom. So we're gonna do this. Lucky, do this one.
Yes. I got
So, my name is Over the Poet. How y'all doing? First and foremost, thank you for having us. This is a privilege. Every opportunity we get to share this heart from our art through this art is an awesome thing, and I don't take it lightly. Man, we got this brother. This isn't just me, but We're gonna get into that. All right, so let's get into the poetry. So this piece is entitled Guns and Butter. In the hood, the youth are taught spend now because tomorrow isn't promised. And in the hood, it isn't. But that goes for everyone, even in the suburbs. See, spending money like there is no tomorrow is what brings us as a people sorrow. No money for tuition because intuition said, buy that brand new car. You your own boss. You alone regulate. Not knowing that as soon as you drive it off the lot, that car is going to depreciate by thousands. This same mentality is spoon-fed to thousands. And how do you control confused adolescents? Give them thousands for rapping lies and move them out of public housing. And see, some rappers come from poverty, but have you ever noticed what they speak about when they get that first big check? Cars, clothes, and jewelry. Why? Because we've been taught as the people that things are what get you respect, when in actuality your actions do. That's why kids today are dying for what they hear rappers lie about, because kids today actually do. But see, half of these rappers are just actors, reading from scripts, practicing for hours in the studio until it actually sticks. Be careful who you pretend to be, my G, because you may actually start to believe it. See, these young men are so far gone that they actually believe it. Half of them never sold drugs and never held the gun. And closest thing to that was Summer Super Soaker in the sun. And Sun go hard as ever when all his friends around, but catch him by himself. All those gangster lines you heard him spitting were just something he saw written down. But see, the real tragedy here is that these young men don't feel comfortable being themselves. So they'll sell themselves to the highest bidder. If you got the cash, I can be a thugger / lost nigga. I can wear women clothes, clothes with holes, shoot, no clothes at all. I'll sip cold medicine mixed with soda with no cold at all. I'll spit cold even though my flow ain't cold at all. I say the same stuff over and over like I'm on meds, need Adderall and Tylenol. I pop them while I'm popping methamphetamine, cut with crack, cut with God knows what else to make it strong. I mean, my bad. Popping my hollies. I've been to prison. Me and my dudes been in. It's a part of the grind. I make it seem cool to do time. Man, I'm out my mind. But I look fresh though. And forget actually being it, at least I look successful. Man, this lifestyle stressful. I look related to success, but will never show any work ethic. I spend millions of dollars nightly at the strip clubs and won't regret it. My background in neighborhood, I'll forget it. Moving distance myself far from trapping, but I'll still rap about it. See, I started from the bottom, but before I turned 17, I had my own car, an accountant. I'm just counting that y'all gonna buy it. We make this lifestyle look attractive, people. Y'all should try it. That's that piece.
That is good.
All right. Last but not least, certainly.
Man, you don't want me to sing no poem.
Why not?
That's not my job. That's those guys' jobs, man. My job was to put a venue together for them to come out and actually express themselves.
Okay.
Okay, so introduce yourself.
Well, my name is Kevin Hicks. Me and my dad opened up Annie's Art Gallery.
Oh,
about
okay.
10 years ago. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
And we just actually, we came in to frame art. That's pretty much what my family does. We frame it. My dad is a master framer, picture framer.
All right.
And I came in with him, and we got together about 10 years ago. And we came in to Camp Springs, and we opened up our first art gallery.
Okay.
And when we came in, you got to remember, 10 years ago, the economy had crashed. And when it crashed, it was like, okay, we got to do something. And most of my family came out of Southeast D.C. I grew up right over there by Conner Terrace. We moved over to Oxon Hill. And so we knew how to survive. We knew how to make things work, you know. And so we had to improvise and do something. And we opened the doors for different cultures and arts to come in. And, man, it was just an explosion. We had poets come in, singers, comedians, artists. We bring in Charles Bibb, John Holyfield. It's been an amazing run in 10 years. But these young artists that's coming in there, and these performing artists, it's a whole nother thing, man. I didn't grow up, in poetry and the arts and all. I came into it.
Right.
I was lucky. But I still enjoy what I do. But to watch these young guys, I met Orville through just me.
How did you know to relate poetry with art? Like when you were trying to figure out how to save the business, how did poetry come to mind?
Listening to people.
Okay.
I was listening to and of course, looking what other art galleries had done. Looking what different art, and I knew it was art regardless how you look at it. It was a performing artist or visual artist. So it was one of the two. And I knew they was taking it out of the schools because my daughter was in art. She draws. And it was like, okay. And then my dad framing, so we came in there. So meeting folks like the Dion Mitchells out here. You know, Dion Mitchell came in about 8 years ago with us, and she was really our first big performance. Oh man,
She was big in
the poetic
spoken
mistress.
word. Okay.
And to watch her grow in 10 years, it was just amazing. I mean, her confidence level just shot through the roof, and she was great at what she did. And then these younger artists started coming around her, and she became that mama figure to them.
Yeah.
You know, and they trusted her, and I trusted Dee. I mean, she was just real. It was her passion. And those guys coming up, you got to remember, I met over about 8 years ago.
Yo, so please allow me. I don't know if we have time, but please allow me to give the. All right, bet. So this brother right here. So, just me. I met like 8 years ago. When I first started, I was on U Street at Indulge before it was Amsterdam. And I knew one poem by heart, and I would do that poem from my heart every Tuesday. I was like a resident poet at this particular event, and he came through and see me there, and I knew who he was. Like, he was trailblazing through the city. I knew who he was, and it was like, oh man, he's in the crowd. Spit this poem. I spit it, and he came and talked to me after and was like, yeah, I want to feature you in my event. And I was like, feature? Like, what's that? He was like, it's just you for 30 minutes. I was like, oh, no, cuz I just know this one poem. I just know this one poem. You know what I mean? And I was like, yo, I just know this one poem. He was like, well, you got like 2.5, 3 weeks to, memorize 30 minutes worth or have 30 minutes worth prepared. And I could have like, nah, I'm good. I'm not ready. But he really pushed. He was like, yo, you got it. And no one had ever asked me to feature before this.
Right.
And so I was like, man, this brother who I'm trying to like become like is saying that, okay, boom, rise to the occasion. Rose to the occasion. His event was called Just Wine and Cheese, and it was at Annie's Art Gallery. If you did spoken word in and around the DMV, you had to go through there. It was like 200 people there every month. That like the gallery was pop. I mean, you had all this art around you on the walls, in and outside, and just this awesome vibe. And so I went, did it, got a great reaction, and that springboarded my career as an artist and gave me a lot of confidence. And then Just Me took me under his wing and showed me the do's, the don'ts, how to network, and then put another bug on my head. He's like, yo, you need to host. And I was like, host, bro, I just started memorizing poems. Like, now you want me to host? Like, he was like, you know what? Matter of fact, next event I do, I'm gonna put you on it.
Did you already have your poems written down?
Some yes, some no.
Okay.
But like, so the average poem to write and memorize is at least like 40 hours. Like to write and memorize, like, and I don't mean memorize like you can say it right now in a silent room. I mean, like, if I'm playing basketball, I can spit it to you, like, while I'm playing. You know what I mean? Like, no. It's like at least like 40 hours. So to like that quick turnaround to memorize that stuff and perform it, I was like, yo, and now you want the host, bro? Like, he was like, yeah, man, you could do it. You charismatic. He did an event, put my name on it, picture, flyer, put it out there, didn't let me know nothing. He just put it out and was like, yeah, so you got a host now. Put it out there. What you gonna do? I was like, I guess I'm a host. Now I have my own event. I'll be celebrating 5 years in June.
Hottest open mic in the DMV, I'm trying to tell you.
I'm not gonna say that. I let other people say that.
Yeah, Lucky said.
Yeah,
Lucky said.
Because and Just Me has an event at Nipsey's in Upper Marlboro. That's a lot of people have awesome events, and I just feel like it's a whole revival of artists that really, really care about this. You know what I mean? There's a lot of artists that's doing it just for the check or doing it just to, say, yeah, look what I'm doing. But I life this. Like, I really love it. Like, when I wake up, when I go to sleep.
That's all I'm thinking about.
Like, this is just on my mind.
I would think you guys are in a creative space, so it never escapes you, right? So, like, that's all you think about because you can take your life and your thoughts and bring them to people. Now, going back to what you said and what he said, do you find yourself doing that a lot? Giving people more confidence than they initially had in themselves? Coming from where you're coming from, when you provide a venue, you can see something in somebody early on Do you find yourself having to give them that push initially so they'll take that leap?
I don't know if as much as a push, but more or less setting an example. Um, I knew I had to have confidence, no matter what I did in life. I mean, I always been that way. Um, so, I knew that's what I knew how to do. It was a natural thing. And when I would see younger ones come out there, it wasn't about the actual art that you're doing. They would just grab a hold of it and they had belief in it and they took off. Now I remember when Just Me first started. He started, with the big events down at the gallery, and it was like he was young. He was in his early 20s, and and at that time those guys were about 15 years younger than me. But he just had this thing about him. You could see it in his belief in what he believed, in his passion. And when he reached out there, he met other ones like Orville that had a passion for it, and it just, at that time, I didn't even know. I mean, I actually came down to that event down on U Street.
Yeah.
So I remember seeing you there because Justin told us about us and he believed in you. And when he came down there, he didn't come down there just to say, I'm going to see him. He came down there to recruit you.
Yeah.
And he did.
And I found that out later. I thought he just happened to be there. He was like, nah, son, I was already checking for you. Like,
no, he already
what's
knew.
Up?
Him and Monday Night, they had an event together, and I watched those guys actually start doing their own events. And it was just motivating them and believing in, what they believed in. And they was enjoying it. They had a good time doing it. Mm-hmm. And that's when I said, hey, we have this little clique going on. We had people, man, that was at 70 years of age coming out to these guys' events. Mm-hmm. We had people in there that's 17 years of age coming out to people's events. We had white, we had black, we had Asian. It was a cultural thing going down right down in our neighborhood. And it was like, whatever we doing with it, I know it's good. But then I had to sit back and even learn myself, because really running a business in this area with art gallery was different. But it was like, now I needed to know how to, show these guys how to make money doing it. Mm-hmm. Because, they have to be great artists. But if you ain't making no money doing this thing, I'm telling you, you're going to fizzle out. So you got to learn the business side of it.
So you pretty much provide the platform
Very true.
For them and what they do.
Yeah, we did it. Matter of fact, for 10 years we ran it there. Recently we we moved it from where it was at, and we moved it right around the corner to the market, right across the street from Topolino's. Mm-hmm. Because we had to make a change with it. In business, we had to make a change. I seen what was going on with the economy. I seen what was going on in politics. And I couldn't keep running a business and taking that money to pay a landlord for leasing out a place, mm-hmm. because that's like having a job. Mm-hmm. I'm in business to make money. I love what I do. Yeah. But if I can't make money doing this, I'm not even sure those guys have money doing this. And sometimes you got to make changes. And that's some of the hardest things for us to do, is to make a change. But once you accept it and keep enjoying it, that's the biggest thing. Yeah. If you love what you do, those guys will never work a day in their life.
Yeah, I'm
definitely trying to get to that.
So how do you continue to keep loving what you do? I mean, are there days or weeks or months where you're just not motivated to?
This happens to me very often, where I feel like, why am I even doing this? Or should I continue to do it? I don't feel like the money is where I want it to be, or anything like that. Because, you still got to eat and get around and live your life and things like that. But this is genuinely, I feel like what I have to say and what I've been through and the places I've been and came out of, they're women who I've met after features that'll be like, I went through that too. I've been in that position and didn't think I was getting it out. I remember when we performed at West Virginia University, and there was a young lady that DM'd me, hey, Chelsea girl. She DM'd me, and because I was in an abusive relationship for 8 years. And when she said as soon as she came, she had just broke up with her boyfriend who was doing the same thing to her, came in just as I started performing my piece about it. And she said she never thought that she'd be able to get out. She didn't think that she'd have a life after him. And then she got a scholarship to North Carolina A&T, and she moved. She's adulting now. And I feel I met her like after that, and then she DM'd me all the stuff. And I feel like whether I make $1 or $1 million, there's a woman out there that needs to know she has life outside of whatever dark place that she's in, whatever hole she feels like she's fell in. There's a way out of all that stuff. So I feel like that's what I'm here for. So regardless of if I get paid or not, I have to continue on that mission.
So being a creative, anytime you have a bad day, you just take that to the page. You just take that as fuel and
Yeah.
create it and make.
A lot of bad stuff gets turned into poems.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I told you guys before we started, you have to forgive my ignorance on this because I don't know much about spoken word. So I have some questions.
All right.
What the hell is the deal with this? What is that?
Oh,
I'm glad you
Where did that
asked.
started from?
yes.
So, snapping started from slavery times.
Okay.
So when slaves were gathered, it was oftentimes in secret compartments and floorboards, secret closets, things like that. So whoever was leading the meeting, the group, would talk, and if you understood what was being said, you snapped, as to not draw a lot of attention to yourself. Or if you wanted to be hurt, you snapped. You know what I mean? So when you snap, you pay homage to those that could only snap, but I always encourage both. Like for me, I love when people clap and yell cool stuff. I love that. I love crowd feedback. But if you just do this, like, nah, because we can do so much more.
Not to mention you're a yardie, so I know you like the noise.
Yeah.
Another question. Where did the term spoken word come from? Do any of y'all know? I'm not asking you guys to be historians.
I don't know, but I believe like when you go to hear the word at church,
Mhm.
right? It's the word from the Bible,
Right.
spoken word. That's what I believe it to
So
mean.
it's more of a spiritual difference between poetry and spoken word.
So
like you feel the connection is different. I will say I've gone to poetry events and I've gone to spoken words, and there's a completely different.
I would think so.
That you get from it.
I have
Poetry's more written.
now when you were talking. Okay, so
Yeah.
perfectly. That's the perfect.
Not
segue.
everything written is meant to be performed.
That's the perfect segue into what
Yeah.
I wanted to ask. So the way you guys perform it, doesn't that change the meaning of the words, or it gives you a visceral feeling, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
you saying it takes 40 hours, something like that.
For me, I'm not saying it could take someone else shorter time or longer time, but for me,
Okay, so
when I want to really
Especially if you're trying to really put that emotion out there when
Yeah.
you're doing it, not
Connect
just be
to the
saying a lot of
words.
words.
I can spit it and then segue and talk to somebody in the crowd and go right back to
go
where I
right
left
back
off.
to it.
Yeah.
now, as much as I loved the two pieces that I heard today, which I don't hear a lot of spoken word,
Mm-hmm.
do you guys, in talking about the money making aspect, is it something that you could put in book form and sell, or does it lose something being written on paper? Like if I were to read your piece,
So
because it's not being performed the same way, do the words lose some meaning or feeling?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Like for instance, when you go and you listen to your favorite CD,
Right.
right, and then you go see that same person do the same songs you've heard in concert, it's just a different feeling. You know these songs, but you don't know what's coming next. You know what I mean? It's the element of surprise, like, oh, what songs they're gonna do, what, you know what I mean? And a poet, just like if I say I'm a fast sprinter, that's redundant because being a sprinter entails that you're fast. The only thing, like being a poet, entails that you put words together. You know what I mean? So I don't think it loses anything, but it gains something. It leaves that element of, ooh, I want to see this live. Like, because if you love it reading it, imagine when you come and see that person spit it.
Yeah, and then when you read
different.
books,
Yeah,
when you
definitely.
read books by certain authors, and then you meet that author in person and hear them talking about the book, or hear them read that book to you, it's just two totally different experiences. You still like the book when you read it, but when you hear them talking about it or see them in person or something like that, you just get more of an emotion out of what you read.
Because I've seen up and coming artists read from their own books,
Mm-hmm.
and I can say that I felt probably just as close to it
Mm-hmm.
as if you had memorized it.
Mhm.
For me, it's all
Yeah.
about the
Yeah.
words. You know what I mean? But to memorize it, that's
It's
and
amazing
very hard.
how
that's
much they
deep.
remember.
I can't remember
It's
what happened
amazing
yesterday.
to me.
Yeah. So
let alone the
real
words.
quick too, if I can, I want to dispel this because at a lot of open mics and a lot of places I go to, they'll shame people from reading from their phone.
Yeah, they will.
Or reading from
people will
paper,
ask,
Or people
"Is
be
it
like,
okay
I'm
if I
sorry, is it
read?"
okay if I read from my
Yeah,
pen? I'm
which is
like,
crazy.
and that's why I said what I said. Being a poet entails that you are good with putting words together. It has nothing to do with your memorization. Maya Angelou read,
All the
Nikki
time.
Giovanni read,
All
Gil's got hair in red.
So is that probably just the competitive nature of what it is that you all do? I'm better than you. You should be able to memorize it versus read it.
So watch this.
It seems like it has to, because why would that be an issue?
So I'm gonna say this for me,
be.
and I want Lucky to speak on it for herself as well. I release myself of all of that stress.
There you go.
I never compete with anybody. I'm competing
happen?
with Orville Walker Jr. That's it.
Does it?
It doesn't matter. Like I'm a fan of the art first.
Right.
So if I hear good stuff, no matter who you are, what experience level you have, I'm clapping you up. Oh my gosh, that's dope. But to like, yeah, man, that joint wasn't as dope as my joint. Nah, bro. Like we all have something to bring to the table.
Right.
There's different experience levels. There's different people who've been doing it for longer. You know what I mean? But as far everyone has something special to bring to the table. Yeah, I don't.
For me,
that's why I don't slam. I don't compete.
For me, I've only been professionally a poet for a year. So first of all, I'm in no place to say anything about anybody.
At what point do you become a professional?
When
you get your first check?
Yeah.
When you get your first check, okay.
It's gonna be hard to be a professional at anything.
You getting paid?
When you pay taxes on it.
So I've only been professionally doing it for a year.
Mm-hmm.
And so being able to remember anything is a gift, and I don't take it lightly at all. So when other female poets will walk up to me and be like, well, I have to read it from my book. I'm like, honey, I had to read from a book. I had to type it in my phone and read on my iPhone and try to remember. And I will say it does take a lot of practice. But as far as that whole competition thing, like Orville said, I'm literally in competition with myself to be a better version of myself every day. Like that's literally it.
I want to backtrack on to your piece which you opened the show with.
Yes.
How long ago was that written?
I wrote that in October last year.
Because I just thought it was funny that you made a reference to the magic and the Shea Moisture.
Yeah, it's really crazy, right?
I heard that, I was like, hold on.
Really crazy. What happened was, and that the first part of that poem, I attached it because I went to a Black Girl Magic event in New York I feel like that was like January or February this year. It was this year. My 2017 has been pretty good. But anyways, I went to a Black Girl Magic thing and wanted to think of stereotypes that are held to Black women. Like you can only be Black if you use Shea Moisture products.
Not no more.
You can only exactly.
Hey, you should shop that poem to them whole time. Anyway, that's off air.
But
no, keep that on air. Yeah, keep it on air.
It's recorded.
It's
now a record.
Put that out there in the
Let's
universe.
just throw that in the universe. But I felt like people had a lot of like standards held to Black women. Like this is the only way you can be Black and magical. And I'm like, I dyed my hair blue. Like simply because I feel like us as Black women can make our own standards of beauty. We can create our own lanes of what's magical rather than, you know what I'm saying, like looking to social media.
Now, can y'all help me? What the hell is the deal with the Shea Moisture thing? I'm glad to get off topic though, but
okay, so look.
Because I saw the commercial.
Right.
I don't understand the
So
large level.
I haven't
outrage.
seen it. I haven't even seen it.
So this
yet.
is the
I haven't
problem.
seen it either.
I refuse to watch it. I think it's stupid. But go ahead.
This is the problem. Shea Moisture, the Shea period is good for melanated skin. It does very great things for you.
Great.
And so when you come out with a product and you're selling it in Target, it's because Black people are buying your stuff. The whole demographic you're pitching to is Black women. All of your hair products are curl activators. It's to moisturize that natural curl pattern you have and make your curls luxurious. It's to keep your skin from being ashy. You know what I'm saying? And so when you when you put Caucasian America in your commercial and don't have any Black women in your commercial, but Black women are the core people that use your product, it strikes an issue.
But they had a mixed girl in the first one.
Yeah. So people were really, really mad because there weren't a lot of darker skinned women in the commercial. And which is really crazy simply because that's who it's for. That's who Shea Moisture is for.
I get that. I get the initial part of it, but they also are a company. I mean, they're trying to broaden their base.
And how do you make money if
a lot
you
of people
only exclusively sell to one?
Not to mention, like,
but
white women want to do what y'all do.
The question becomes,
they want curls. They can only wear it 2 ways.
What is Shea Moisture gonna do for them?
They're gonna try. They're gonna find out though.
That's my thing.
Okay,
Is what is it gonna
They're gonna
do?
spend
for them?
$7,
Let me
$8,
say this.
$12, however much it costs.
I'm
It's
a
a smooth,
YouTuber.
like,
I
50.
follow a lot of the young women on YouTube when it comes to the whole hair care thing, the whole natural thing, because there's a lot of young women out here that's really learning by trial and error. What I have noticed, even before this mess, is that I noticed that a lot, if you type in Shea Moisture on YouTube,
Mhm.
you're going to get a barrage of white women,
Mhm.
particularly younger white women
Yeah.
who use Shea Moisture products.
And I'm cool with expanding your brand, but not including them in the commercial at all is outrageous.
Is
That's
this
what
like
the
shea
problem
butter?
is.
It's shea butter, but they use
They-
their
different
base
thing,
is shea
yeah.
butter.
And
Like
they
this was
have
this was
lot
a
of-
hair commercial, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And so you know
Shea-
they got
Shea
some white women
Moisture
with their thin,
products.
skinny hair.
So-
And so my
hair
thing
and-
is also Caucasian people's hair is naturally oily already. They don't
Okay,
need
so
extra oils
Do
in
we
their
know?
hair.
Because I didn't do this research. Do we know if Shea Moisture is a black-owned company?
It is not black owned.
No, I didn't think
So
so. Most
then
most of their
why-
hair
All
stuff
of
is-
all of the women in charge of marketing strategies and all that are white women.
Okay, wait,
Okay.
hold on. Wait, no, there's a difference. There's a difference. A product can start off by a black woman, the same thing that Carol's daughter did. Her
Mhm.
product was exclusively hers.
Mhm.
She had to broaden her money because she was losing money with the smaller investors that she had. So
Mhm.
she had to go to Target. She had to go to HSN or QVC to make money.
Right,
Or she was going to lose her product.
right.
Was I want to know if the initial process of Shea Moisture was by a black woman, because you have to.
That I don't know because
Okay.
I didn't catch
That's your
on to it until
homework.
I saw
That's
it
your
in Target.
homework.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I need to.
Yeah.
I need
Yeah,
to
I don't
find
know.
Yeah,
out.
I
Because-
didn't think we'd spend this much time.
We do have a
on
lot of
shea.
black-owned businesses that sell shea butter in the area now, don't we?
We
Yeah,
do.
I know I've seen them.
And there's a lot of people that make their own butters and stuff like that too.
I do.
I understood the initial outrage, but when it got to,
Yeah,
This
where
level.
it is
I'm
now.
like, I got it. I mean,
Yeah, where it
obviously
is
you want to
now,
make
and
money.
with the whole
Yeah.
media thing, it's
You're
losing
excluding
its
black people
message.
make up not a large, not to mention black women. I mean, white women admire black women's beauty.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't
Everybody does.
they don't
As
say
they
it,
Yeah.
but
should. As they should.
you
Not
just
only
look
that,
at them and you can
yeah.
tell. I mean, now they all have butts because of y'all.
Culturally, we have the medicine. We have the best products. We have the healing agents. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Culturally, we
My
have
thing
that.
is if they're gonna take it, at least just give us our credit, because what they'll do is they'll wear Bantu knots and call them space buns,
That's true.
or they'll wear cornrows and call them
That's
box
true.
braids.
Wait a
And
minute,
say
wait a
they're-
Or
minute, wait a
French-
minute, wait a
French
minute, wait a
braids,
minute.
cornrows,
He said,
French
hold
Hold
up.
on, hold on.
Circle.
Since when?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, hold on.
Yeah.
Since
Yeah.
when
Mhm.
have
They're
they
doing
ever
twist
given?
outs
Have they
and
ever
everything.
given credit? They're not
I mean,
gonna
I
give us the
believe
credit.
that, but
They're
still.
not gonna give us.
I'm
credit.
still gonna keep asking for it. Like,
They're
hey, real
gonna-
quick, that
okay.
wasn't your idea.
As if we're expecting it.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Demanding it.
They call it Columbusing. You know,
Mm.
they discover stuff that's already there.
And then
That's what they do.
That's real.
It's
They
like
do.
magic.
That is real.
Yeah, they
Right.
do it, and I'm telling you, if you go online,
Columbus.
you will find
Taking that.
Boom.
you will find all types of stuff, and they will take attribution for it. Like for example, Justin Bieber's song "Sorry."
Mm.
The video, there was this white girl doing all dance hall dances, right?
Mhm.
They named them after her. They named the blasted dance. Yeah, you can look it up. And
Oh,
she
no.
was,
So-
and she accepted it for a while until the dance hall community was
Nah,
outraged.
you better
That's
chill
crazy. I
out.
wrote a poem
Yeah.
about this.
So
About this.
yeah, they just like the work. They was trying to say that's tropical house.
Oh, that's the thing now.
I was
that's
like,
new
no,
thing now?
this is dance
Are
hall
you
music. This is
serious?
reggae music.
No, look, okay,
Right.
so look.
They invented a whole
I've
new
never heard of
genre
Tropical House.
just not to call it
They-
what
they-
it is.
and
Right.
that is now the new formula to make a hit.
Yeah.
So now even Bieber got
Invent your
another
own
one.
genre.
Let Me Love You. Ed Sheeran got a song that sounds like that.
Yes, Ed Sheeran
Shape
on
of
his
You.
on
Yeah.
his new
They all got
CD.
it's a bunch. That's
And I
the-
could tell you with all of these, I can play the songs that all of these tropical house
Yeah.
rhythms
the
are
originals
sampled
where
from.
they got them
Mhm.
from.
Yep.
So Mr. Vegas spoke out on it.
yes.
So did I work with Bob Marley. The name escapes me right now, but Mr. Vegas spoke out on it like, yo, when the need fit, just get a respect. Like this is what it is. This is reggae music. You know what I mean? And they just trying to
because they can make a lot of money off of it without
By not calling it
by,
what it is.
by
being
a
the
genre
first.
like that.
It
Exactly.
already is.
Yeah, they can
Yeah.
they can kind of undermine it because a lot of people don't know about it. They
Yeah.
don't know that deep into it,
yeah.
and it's big throughout Europe and music. I take offense to not giving credit to it, but everyone borrows music. You
Yeah,
co-op music.
yeah,
So
Stan.
that's cool. Just
That's
give.
cool.
Why wouldn't you give credit?
Exactly.
Because you're not the inventor. Nobody's the
make this
inventor.
up. You
I'd be like,
make
look,
this
I
up.
used to listen to this and I got inspired. But it's a whole
Yeah.
like last summer, almost every hit
Yeah.
that made it.
And the thing is, they didn't even like mention them a part of the record or in the credits or not. They just it's like, you like how that sound? All right, bet.
I mean,
And then that's
and they've been trying to do that a long time for dancehall because they want to disassociate the message of dancehall, but they like the because
They
all
They like the
music,
vibe.
all music like
music.
EDM.
Yeah.
It's just it's a lot of music is going toward the dance field.
Yes,
Just dance in
of
general, not
course.
talking about like dancehall, just
Yeah.
dance. So if you just want to stand on the wall, it's not going to be that anymore. So,
Nah.
but they want to disassociate the dancehall message, and not to mention there's a whole lot of underlying political things with that
Yeah.
that I will not do. But also when in your poem you made a reference, I thought you were referencing Jesse Williams. That's why I said that when you said something about magic and real and all that joint, like how he said that at the end of his speech, and then he had that trouble recently.
But nah,
so I thought that's what you were doing.
I wish that would have been.
But yeah, so I was like,
time to bring it back and remix it.
Yeah, that's
Like-
like your poem will always be rap.
I was like,
rap-
please, let's not. The young man had a bad night. Leave him alone. Not to mention,
Oh, you know he gonna get dragged. Stop it.
Why though?
He gonna get dragged.
Why?
Because of that white woman. You
Okay,
know
but
it.
this is what I'm saying.
That's the only
though.
reason why he gonna get
Why
dragged.
does that take away from what he said or what he
Because
feels?
that's what black people do.
That's real. That's what
how
black.
we feel.
They like
That's the-
how you
that-
gonna talk
that-
all
That's
this?
that
how you
is the
dating
sad
white
truth
people?
right there.
I mean,
That's how we feel.
But
same
I'm
thing with
saying,
the
though,
Shea Worship
you
thing.
can't-
It's the same
We
shit.
be judge, jury, and
You
execution in 30
have
seconds.
Yes.
These
Listen.
hours.
He said that with this brain. The other brain did something else.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, let's say first of all,
Yeah.
they said some rumor. It's not true that he's with this white woman.
Where?
He actually said,
Did he
"Don't
sleep
believe the
with her?
hype." He said, "Don't believe the hype."
And this is
Say
Jesse
that.
Williams that did the big speech and all that.
They said
Um,
supposedly
Black
he cheated
Lives
on his
Matter.
wife
Yeah.
You
with
know. Matter.
some actress lady who looks better than his wife. I mean,
Oh.
it's Hollywood. Those things happen. Those things
snatch you
happen.
up real fast, man.
Hey, look, I ain't
You don't
even
take nothing but a
The
little bit.
internet
So snatch you up real
will
fast.
things I can't speak intelligently on. I just try to stay up off of it. I don't know about
The
them.
internet
I
will
wasn't
tear
there.
you up about it.
And that's what I'm saying. Like I think they try to tear him down, and I'm just like I don't connect. I don't do that with human acts. Anyone can do that.
Yeah.
Anyone. Like
True.
like none of us are. Well, we're wired like that as human beings. I'm not gonna say you're not a conscious person because you have sex. You wouldn't have been here if there's somebody ain't had no sex. So anyway, I want to move off of that.
Facts on
I
it.
was made aware that this year is the 20th anniversary of Love Jones, the movie. Did you guys know that?
I did not know that.
Oh, you didn't? Okay,
I
so
did not know that.
I was reason why I bring that up. Did that have any inspiration into you guys getting into this? Because I'm wondering how you
They
guys
seem
came
pretty
to spoken
young.
word.
How old were you when Love Jones came
Oh,
out?
Young.
man.
It came
So it
out
could have
20
been.
years ago.
No,
It could have been.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Hold on.
I've seen it.
Hold
Super
on, I've seen Love Jones. I know
You've
Love
seen
Jones.
But
that?
I've seen it though.
I remember the Jones.
And I remember him,
But
you
I
know
don't
what I'm
think
saying?
it would
I'm probably
being
older than
in
you
love
think
with
I am.
her. I mentioned it in a poem of mine and everything.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Because Lorenz Tate said people always come up to him and say that that changed their lives.
Yeah.
He's hosted stuff, but he said he hasn't written a poem a day in his life. you know?
Yeah, that's
But yeah, people.
He did a real good job. Cause goodness gracious.
yeah.
Now, I don't know if you guys are at liberty to disclose this information, and if you want to say "Mark, mind your damn business," you can say that.
Uh oh.
But being good with words,
Hit. Oh man.
Uh-huh.
you have an idea where I'm going,
I turned
brother?
my Instagram off. I
Uh,
turned the Instagram live off. Cool. Good.
does
Yeah,
it
I
help?
feel like
You want to
I
tell
feel
us
I
yourself?
knew this. Was,
Yeah.
I feel like
Yes,
Here we
look.
go. Here we
They're
go.
gonna be recorded. You do know that, right?
I feel
Oh,
like.
man. You feel like what? You about to go in some
Uh-huh, I'm
dangerous
ready.
waters right now.
Is
Go
it?
ahead.
No,
Ah,
let me
no,
know.
no, go ahead, go
I'm
ahead.
gonna stick my toe in.
Go ahead,
There's a
go
dog
ahead,
in that joint.
Go ahead, go
I'm
ahead,
not
go
putting my
ahead.
whole foot in that joint. You get the big toe. I feel like that would help with the ladies, right?
So let me be 1,000 with you, right?
Yeah, I need that. I need 1,000.
1,000.
Yeah.
So I am 180 degrees different than I was in school. In school, people didn't even know I talked. But all the while, I feel like, God was just working on my character and giving me things that he wanted me to say and portray, right? So in high school and in college, I didn't talk. I was just like chill to myself. But when I seen like the Just Me's, I was like, this is what I want to do. And if this is what I want to do, I got to start talking in front of people. You know what I mean? So that's something that I had to get past. I'm real bold when we're doing stuff like this, and if I'm hosting and if I'm featuring. But like other than that, I'll be real reserved.
Spitting out poems and stuff like that.
No.
When I'm practicing, but other than that, you know, I'm regular dude. So it is a gateway to conversation, yes.
I feel like you did a no spoken word on me, man.
He Jedi mind tricked you just now.
I was looking for the answer though. I don't know that I got it.
Okay, what is expected of you as a woman who does poetry as far as men are concerned?
And you might have to tell on him too though.
No, that's my brother.
Okay.
All right. But as far as men and what I do, because I'll spit a lot of love poems. That's what I do, like, very well. Love poems. And so a lot of dudes will assume that since that's what I talk about, that's how I'm going to treat them and how I'm going to, like, and I'm like, I'm that girl if I like you, but I don't even know you, sir. Like, you're just walking up to me at a poetry event because you like what I said. Like, and I like that. I appreciate that you appreciate my work, but you got to get to know me to know that part of me. Okay. We got to be levels. It's levels to it.
Hey man, so you're an actor, an actress. Yeah. No, because I mean, I would think like because
I'm really good at.
I understand
acting definitely helps.
I understand what he said.
Yeah.
Like you can be a different person when you get in front of the mic. Like other than that,
I got a poet
it's
voice
good to
and
do
everything.
that. I mean, I think it's healthy.
Yeah,
I think it's healthy to come
once
out.
I'm done, I'm super chill. I love to, you know what I'm saying, like talk and interact and stuff, but you're not gonna get all of that out of me upon
you false advertising like a so you talking
like
about
I'm giving you something, I'm giving you something to look forward to. Like if you play your cards right, this is what's in store.
You know what I'm looking forward to? Death. This is coming, right?
Oh wow.
That's guaranteed.
That is real. However, this is guaranteed too if you play your cards right. But
man, you got to deal them right though. I was just at the MGM last weekend. Shitty ass blackjack dealer.
But if you know what you're doing, you know what I'm saying, then oh well.
Is there room when you guys are performing for to be intuitive? Because I know there's so much memorization involved, right? Even if you do read it, do you ever leave yourself room to improvise?
Yes. Absolutely.
I would think so, right?
Sometimes
Absolutely.
you got to change minds real quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Doesn't always. It's the crowd. It's the crowd. Like, can you, like, a lot of comedians say they can take the same jokes from state to state and it'll win in one state and it'll fail in another.
Yeah, but, you know, there's times where, you know, you might have to switch that same poem or piece up to fit, you know, the demographic of the room or the age of the room or
the church
or exactly. You know what I mean? And you know, one thing I pride myself on is like everything I spit, I can spit at church. I can spit at a wedding. I can spit at the open mic. I can, you know what I mean? Very versatile.
Community outreach programs, like you could everything
elementary
that we
school.
You can take it anywhere.
Yeah, you gotta have something for everything.
Yep.
Because the I did used to watch Def Poetry Jam, and I got onto that by when watching
Shout out Black Ice.
But isn't that slam poetry though? Isn't that like
Black Ice? Def Poetry Jam?
Def Poetry, that's like kind
of. It wasn't competition though.
Yeah, slam is a competition.
Slam is where you get graded.
You get graded, you know,
based on
how good you are.
Def Poetry Jam was, you know, it's a showcase. People come up, you know, it wasn't a competition. Who's better? It's like, yo, here's some dope artists.
It was kind of like a spotlight. Like, I know a lot of dope poets. Here they go.
And Black Ice was actually.
It just seems like
Lamont Carey was on there on Def Poetry Jam too. Yeah. Shout out Lamont. Yeah. Black Ice was actually a feature at my event, Pure Poetry DC, which is every first Wednesday of the month at Pure Lounge. So yeah, next week Wednesday, May 3rd.
What time?
So doors open at 7 p.m. Show starts at 8 p.m. You must be 21 and up to enter. Could you advertise price on the show?
Yeah.
Okay, you must be 21 and up to enter. It's a $10 cover all night. Hookah, drinks and all that available.
The game is always on.
The game is always on. We keep it on silent so you can still see it and enjoy and mix and mingle. We have a DJ that sets the mood and the vibe. Just super nice. Shout out DJ Fonzarelli.
Oh, my man.
Oh, for real? Look at that, yo.
He still got the. I used to apprentice for him. He still got
real
the
ones, no real ones.
He live off of U Street still, right?
Nah. He moved. But he don't have the clothing line no more. But he's doing amazing things with the youth. Amazing things.
Like he teaches at Washington Leadership Academy in Northeast DC, where I sometimes go and I'll teach. There's a few little girls that go there that love writing poetry, so I'll go in and write poetry with them. But he's teaching like mixing, mastering, DJing.
He's in schools.
Yeah, him. I was real close to
plural.
Global Squad at one point.
You know,
that's my best friends, bro. Like
Fire Oats,
Fonzarelli, DJ Bimshire.
Yeah,
that's literally I've known him for years. Yeah, that's wild.
Me and Fire Oats.
So what's the correlation between DJ music? I mean, DJs in particular.
It's all art.
Yeah.
Okay. All art.
So the event is like geopolitical ratchet sophistication all in one.
It's like being in your grandma's house in the living room with all your first cousins.
It's like an awesome basement party, but like it's poetry too. You know what I mean? It's electrifying. I really love it.
It's my favorite place.
But yeah, so that's
because he used to have Friday. Does he still have Friday night? I'm asking you stupid questions. He used to have Friday nights at Pure as well. I don't know if he still does it anymore.
Maybe it's either Friday or Saturday nights he's there.
Yeah.
Hey Fonz, text me, man. Answer some of these questions. Yeah, but that's the homie. So every first Wednesday of the month, May 3rd, next week Wednesday, Pure Poetry DC is brought to you and hosted by yours truly, Over the Poet, DJ Fonzarelli, and we have an awesome feature. This group named Nuance, which is comprised of Jaquez and G come together and perform Nuance. These brothers are sharp, man. Young brothers is moving. They hungry.
As far as spoken word goes.
Right? Yeah.
So they perform together.
Yes.
I've never seen Ryan poetry group.
So man, I wish. I wish my brother Poetic Rockstar was here, man. That's
it's
who
like a tandem kind of thing.
Because I liken a lot of what you do because it is performance art to rap, and there's I'm about to give a reference that a lot of people may not catch. SP and Jadakiss, the way they go back and forth.
Yep, it's like that.
Okay. Yep. Because I wish more rappers did that, but I don't think they don't have the
it's a lot of dedication, and you got to have that synergy with that person.
You got to have a relationship with the person that you're doing it with.
Just Monday night.
Just me and Monday night. Yeah.
And then you and the Poetic Rockstar, and I'm trying to.
I feel like we are younger than.
Yeah.
Wow, I learned a lot tonight.
I know.
Yeah,
and I'm not as ignorant as I started out. That's good, man.
Well, those guys in the neighborhood, I know we partnered up with Infused Lounge right up the street on Allentown Road. And the last Tuesday of every month, we're doing an open mic night there. So folks want to come out from 9 to 11. And it's a great night. I mean, you get singers, you get poets, and comedians.
It's all ages?
No. Well, it's still a lounge restaurant, but gotcha. You know, ain't too many people got their kids out, you know. At 9 o'clock.
True,
I think they got something to do the next morning. I hope they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it's grown folk entertainment. But it's just amazing, man. To watch these guys support each other and y'all guys pulling each other up. And this is the next generation to me. You know, watching them, it just inspires me and seeing their drive and their passion and just keeping it alive. And it gives you another type of hope.
Yeah, it's I think it's really important to have a community of people tell you can do something.
Yeah.
Because you may start off believing you can do something, but at some point that self-doubt is going to creep in.
Yeah.
And I think that's natural. Mm-hmm. So you need someone to tell you that is natural.
Yeah.
And you can do this. It's just a obstacle. It's part of your growth.
While we're plugging stuff,
I was about to say that.
If you don't come on here and don't plug your stuff.
Right. That's what I'm saying, right?
Right.
All right. So look.
Unless you want to hang out with the kids.
Right.
You can do that.
Myself and the Poetic Rockstar, we are starting our own radio show. It's called Poet Life Live. It starts May the 2nd, and we'll be having it every Tuesday via Facebook Live on Poet Life. So you can follow Poet Life at The Poet Life and the website at thepoetlife.com to watch, and we'll be talking about like all of this stuff, like all the poetry we'll be having. He's on our first show because Pure is the next day. So yeah.
So you're gonna have local artists.
Yeah, I have a lot of local artists that we know coming out to talk about how they feel. Our first show is just gonna be getting to know a lot of our favorite artists.
with the time we have left, I do want to kind of get into the poet life, because I think this involves all three of you guys, and you guys have different aspects as far as answering this question. How does one go about getting paid for this and making a lifestyle of it and becoming a professional? Like, this is your first year. So being able to maintain yourself doing something that you love in a creative space, because you are your own boss.
Right.
So the motivation has to be there to work and produce content, right?
Yeah.
And then you have to get out there and do it. So this is more than an 8-hour job, I would think, right? Much more.
This is like every day, all
like
day.
you said, a life, right?
Definitely.
So,
but
I do.
We do have a publicist. Her name is Takia.
Yeah, we actually have the same
redhead
publicist. Yeah,
she's amazing.
Hot Hipsters Media.
Hot Hipsters Media. Shout out.
And is she just a publicist for spoken word or the other things as well?
She does a myriad of things.
She does a million things.
Yeah.
Like we're just a small portion of what she does.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like
so I'm gonna tap on that too though. But yeah, this to get in it and really see something from it, you got to be in it. Point blank period. You got to put in the work. Just like any job, you got to put in the work. If I work a 40-hour work week, then I got to work at least 20 hours on my stuff, on my art. You know what I mean? I do have a 9 to 5, which is part-time, soon to be no time, and just be doing this.
Praise the Lord.
But I'm full-time artist and part-time 9 to 5. And whatever I work that week, whatever the paycheck says, how many hours I work, I make sure at least half of them hours I'm working on my stuff. Because everybody's trying to do what you're trying to do. Everybody's trying to do what you're trying to do. What are you bringing to the table? And, work ethic will trump talent.
Always.
It's not good enough to be talented. You know what I mean? If Kobe was just talented and didn't put them hours in the gym, he wouldn't be Mamba. He wouldn't be legend. Same thing with Michael Jordan. Same thing with anybody in any art form, in any lane. You got to put that time and work in. A lot of new artists that I meet, they kind of kill me with this attitude, like, they want to come in and feature right off bat. Before I spit at any open mic, I went to open mics for like a good solid year and just listened and just studied. Like, this works. That doesn't work. I can feel what he's saying. You can tell he don't believe what he's saying. So I need to make sure I know what I want to say before I present myself. Because one of the worst things to witness is to see an artist start like this and then end like this. It's the worst thing. Look at Mace. It's horrible.
But see, the thing about the misnomer with talent, right? There's a talent tolerance, right? So, and we all do. We all give talent a level of tolerance.
You're right. Absolutely.
So, take a pretty girl, for example.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take more off a pretty girl. More than, well, maybe you won't. But
I won't.
guys
No.
will probably take more off a pretty girl than they would a regular girl. But the difference between talent and skill is, talent is the ability to do something, but skill is the ability to do something over and over.
Yeah, so like what are you doing with that pretty?
Over again. So you have to refine that.
Yeah.
So
and like
if your talent dies out after a while.
And like just like he said, I'm making sure I'm always writing. I'm always at somebody's open mic going and listening to people I've never heard before. I'm always doing lots of research on real old poets. And I feel like in order to stay relevant, you got to be not necessarily a people person, but you got to be ready to be in front of a lot of people to do what we do. You got to be ready to talk to a lot of people to do what we do. And you definitely have to love it. I
think it would be a hard thing to fake.
Yeah, like you can't.
Can you tell?
You'd be surprised.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. There's a lot of people that talk a great game.
Be surprised.
Great game.
Well, I tell you,
but if you have to be immersed, like surrounded, and after a while, that's
can
like,
you tell
it becomes disingenuous.
A good poet versus
and you could
a bad poet when they come through your place.
The talent that we had come through there, just when they came in that gallery, their confidence level just rose up. I mean, they was in it was a captured environment. So it wasn't like they were in a lounge or a bar or some other things going on. Those guys were just basically in a performance artist environment. what I did notice is the ones that had a plan, the ones that actually had it on paper on what they were going to do, you know. And then you know, even myself in my art with the framing side of it, I knew I needed to have a business mentor, and I know I needed to have an artist mentor. So I associated myself with somebody that was making money doing my art, and then I also associated myself with, you know, the business side of it, you know, because I needed both of them. And when I watched them, that's my biggest fear with those guys. I mean, they so talented at it, but you know, some of the basics you're not able to get rid of. You have to put it on paper. You got to have a game plan, a business game plan. You know, you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
Yeah.
You know, but if they can keep themselves around someone in their art that's doing great at it, and somebody that's great at doing business, you know, that's just a winning combination. You know, but it's, you know, that path to get from A to B sometimes had crooked lines in it, and you got to be able to accept those crooked lines.
And I would think that being a creative doesn't necessarily tap you into the business aspect.
Nope.
Like your
not
mind
at all.
doesn't necessarily go. So you definitely would
Not
need
at
a
all.
mentor
Yeah.
to tell you, hey,
Because I know
that
nothing
right there,
about it.
you can
That's
get
why
paid
I'm
for.
crazy.
Yeah.
So,
I
like you
love
could turn this into money. Now, a question I have for you, you said you have a 9-to-5, right? So how does the creative process go? Because I write from time to time. So when you're at work and something hits you, do you immediately try to find something so you can write down so you don't lose it?
So it depends. It depends on the subject matter. If it's something like close to the chest, I'm saying, I'm saying the meat of it verbatim to myself 27 times. It takes 27 times for something to be habit, for you to like really like it stick. You know what I mean? So I say it to myself at least 27 times, and then I'm like, all right, even if I forget this part, I got the meat of it. And as soon as I can get to a pen on my phone, I'm writing it down. But for me, my creative process, like when I sit down and I really like, ooh, like for instance, this conversation right now, there's bits and pieces I'm logging into my subconscious right now. Like, yo, I'm gonna think more on these things when I get some time. But so when I feel a way about something, anything, I go home and whatever movie made me feel that particular way, whatever songs make me feel that particular way, whatever PlayStation game made me feel that, I start doing all of that at the same time. I'm watching the movie, I'm listening to music, I'm playing the game, all of that at the same time, and then like some dope happens, and then.
What about you, Love?
Yeah.
I wish I had a creative process.
Just living life does it for you?
Yeah, to be honest, like I wish I actually had like a regimen of things I do to get me in the mood, but no, it's like I'll see something and be like, oh, that was amazing. And a lot of my poetry is about like relationship stuff. And
there
so
you go, selling again.
I know, right?
Selling the wood ticket, boy. Look, you have a dude sitting in front of like this.
Son, that's
they do.
That's
I'm
what
trying
be
to
happening.
tell you.
That's
I'm
what
trying to tell you.
what
All
happens.
my love poems are legit. So
yeah.
So
don't promise me Thomas's don't cut
those
toast.
that's my
I want
favorite thing to write about. And what I do a lot now is I'll start writing something and I'll walk away from it for a couple of days and let it breathe and see if something else that happens to me sparks something else for me to write down. Like the piece I did for you, it took me 3 weeks to write it. I had to let it breathe.
Well, it was powerful.
So can we
well, her face turned red.
Yeah, she was
she
in
felt
it.
That joke. That must have been. You must have spoke to her inner black girl because my God. She did. I was like, whoa.
I appreciate it.
She looked like inside she was saying, yes.
She felt you in a different way though.
I wanted
she didn't feel you in the same way.
that.
She felt you a different way though.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying from what I saw.
All right.
From what I saw though.
But nah, so can we do this real quick?
Yeah.
One, plug your social media and all that good stuff. Where can people?
Yes, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and now on Facebook at Lucky's Place. That's LUKISPLACE. That's me.
And you have a new.
And I have a website.
There
Shout
you
out to
go.
Real Friends. You are on it today. Goodness gracious. But yes, I just launched my website April the 3rd. So now you can keep up with everything I do at luckysplace.com. You can also book me for everything on my website. You can send me sweet messages and all that. It's really nice. It's really nice. It's like videos of my poems and pictures.
So
and
who
stuff.
helped you put that package together?
Takia.
Okay, so So you actually work for.
So maybe we should plug Takia.
Right.
Yeah, no,
So she's a marketing firm. Is she a production company?
Takia literally is
everything.
A plug. She's a publicist, right?
She's a publicist.
Publicist has many. They have.
She has
many.
People don't understand. Like publicist is an umbrella that many things fall under.
Many things fall under that.
She's our everything, yo. Like
she literally.
Not to mention, if there's a message, they're really good at wording stuff. So like if you're gonna send something written, you want it to go through a publicist.
Yeah.
Not to mention that there's legal ramifications. So
yeah,
like certain words
I'm not good at
need to not be in certain things. So like it helps.
So I'm just like, hey, Takia.
It helps. So Takia, I don't know you, but I like you already, baby.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we might be doing something in the future. You don't know.
There it is. There it is. So I feel like so I'm gonna plug myself and we're gonna leave y'all with something cool. So you can follow me on all social media at Orville the Poet. And yes, Orville is spelled just like Orville Redenbacher, like you're probably thinking right now. Orvillethe, not DA. We're trying to teach kids how to spell. Orville the Poet, all one word. Overthepoet.com, Over the Poet on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all of that good stuff. And as well, you can book me through my Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. So before we leave, I want to tell y'all what we got coming up and leave y'all with something. So I have never come out with a project, and I've been doing this since 2008, 2009. And I feel very blessed to still be relevant in some shape, form, or fashion and never released a project. That stops this year. So very soon, like prayerfully the month of May, you'll see something from me. And I want to make sure I come back here. Yeah, the month of May.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
So that's 40 days.
Yeah. So hopefully I can come back here and, you know what I mean, share that with the
hopefully
people.
You can come back. Your family.
There it is.
Yes.
There it is.
Oh.
So
that is it.
I'm gonna plug something for you guys.
boom. Go ahead.
Couple things. One, when we first came out with the events, a young lady named Kia Killerbrew Arts. She actually is the one that actually came out and started doing the flyers. Because going to events, I had no idea what I was doing. So it was a learning experience for me. But Kia has done so great. And I mean, I watched her go from the DC area to Atlanta, now she's in California. She's doing interviews with, major stars.
Name
got to go
somebody.
to all the events. But I'm just so proud of her. It's my cousin too. But I'm very proud of it. I really am. So, big ups to her there. And you guys know Annie's Art Gallery. We've been there as anniesartgallery.net. We got the Facebook, the social networks, the Twitter, the Instagram, and Shannon Thornton has been doing a great job for us, supporting us on that there. So just plugging that, and I'm old school. Google, you can find it.
Google.
But last but not least, though, I also became part of an organization about 3 years ago. It became dear to my heart. I always wanted to coach Little League football.
Oh.
I played in Oxford Hills, Boys and Girls Club and all. But I didn't have the time, and I was at the age where it was time for me to start giving back. So I got an organization called Concerned Black Men that I was introduced to by a young man named Charlie Mitchell. Mm-hmm. You may have heard of Sean Bay Mitchell, the boxing. Mm-hmm. His dad. And we came like, it's Deion's husband.
Mitch.
We became like that. Yeah, Mitch was just something else. He introduced me to, and we retired from the post office. I joined up with him in it, went out to one of the meetings, and within a year, they had elected me president of the Concerned Black Men of Prince George's County. Oh, wow. So I've been, reigning over there over the last 3 years. But those guys have made me look great. They really have. They put the work in. I mean, we was in the school system, spending time with the boys, and now this year we're letting the ladies come in with us because we need y'all. And they coming in and just, they can be a concerned black men too. I actually had, believe it or not, I used to even had Caucasian or white folks that actually said, hey, they want to be a part of it as well. So it's not just a black man thing. It's more of a community thing. Mm-hmm. So we always looking for new members on it. We got a cabaret coming up in September that we're going to be promoting. So we want you guys to stay plugged into it, and it's about showing, we got to make money to actually keep these nonprofit organizations going. Mm-hmm. It's a business. Don't get it confused. So,
Now, we got a special treat at the end of the show. And then Orville, but this guy's mentioned. Come on in. This
man right here.
His name has come up. I ain't never heard. Like normally,
get this mic, bro.
Normally, when someone's name comes up and they're not here, and a girl bring them up, I'm worried. But I'm like, because he's a threat. So
they don't come here. You guys have got the word mouth. What's going on, Doctor?
He's amazing.
Amazing. Gym rat too.
I'm about to say.
That's probably what it was. We trying to call him.
So
what is this dude at?
Hey, go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
What's going on, man? It's your boy Just Meek, man. Spoken word artist, author, motivational speaker, host of an amazing show every second Thursday of the month at Nipsey's 5753 Crane Highway. Shameless plug.
No, that's
That's what we do here.
Nah, no shame.
Plug.
Every second Thursday of the month. Doors open at 7. Show starts at 8.
Boom, boom. So we've been talking you up this whole time.
Hey, listen.
So you might as well just come and share.
There's no pressure, but there's pressure.
You hit me right, and I said, "What show is he talking about? Why you want specific?" Like I would have been like, "Oh," because it just slipped my mind. You know I'm
snap!
crazy.
Yeah, that's why I called you 5 times in a row though.
And I called you right back, and you was like, "I said, oh, he must be a busboy." That's what I was thinking.
Nah.
I filled in for you, just man. You know.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Now,
we try to get.
There's no pressure, but there's some pressure.
Oh, to do a poem?
To do a good poem.
Oh,
I mean, because
this the GOAT, bro.
They lit it up.
They laid the red carpet.
Now, I'm gonna let y'all too, because you said you had something to leave us with.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna let y'all decide who you want to go. What?
Oh, I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna let him end off.
Okay.
Yeah. Y'all ain't gonna want to hear me after that.
What you about to do?
Huh?
Do you think?
So in light of the project that's coming out, and the project is going to be entitled "The Soul of a Man." I lost my mom to cancer August 5th, 2015, and since then, it was devastating. So since then, my art and has always been therapeutic for me, but more than ever, it means more than ever to me. And so I'm a brand ambassador for a nonprofit organization called Fighting Cancer with Poetry. Matter of fact, we have a show this Sunday at Busboys and Poets Hyattsville. Tickets are $25. And all the proceeds of the show go towards the nonprofit Fighting Cancer with Poetry and sister organizations we work with, such as We Can Survive, the Sarcoma Foundation, and a myriad of other foundations. So if you're about that cause, if you want to, put your money where your mouth is, that's definitely a cause you can support. And it's on a Sunday. A lot of people are like, man, stuff during the week, you know what I mean? It's a Sunday. What you gonna do? So come on out. So anyway, poem. And this is a memory of my mom and all moms, because I guarantee you're gonna hear some of your mom or your motherly figure in your life in this poem. The way she juggled kids, groceries, and dry cleaning, she be magician. How she hold baby, fold clothes, and do dishes. How she read, clean, and check your homework. And when bellies get the rumbling, she show you how the stove work. You misbehave, you get to see how the belt work. Make work 9 to 5 seem easy like breathing. And still found time to surprise her boys every single season. Looking daunting, task straight, bold face in the eye. Tired as ever, frustrated but never cry. Hardships never cry. And even when relationships sank with everyone aboard, she never died. Her battle cry be Junior. God don't give you no more than you could bear. Spin that early Langston Hughes in my ear. See, life ain't no crystal stair, but with her crystal glare made me always feel important. Told me young I was a king and walked like one, and eventually a queen would come and add adornments to my crown. Always smiling, seldom frown. She be amazing and hospitable. As long as my homework was finished. She kept me reading and told me good grades are my business. I witnessed her not eat or sleep for 24 hours. Full time at work and school. Then coming home to a Ninja Turtle / Ghostbusters feud. And even though she was super tired, she'd scream aloud and put all doubt to rest. Y'all know Power Rangers rule. Not knowing she was training Rangers how to tap into the power God gave them. At all stages giving advice. And in her last days, she said, Junior, make sure you find a wife. For the rest of my life, I vow to make her proud. On behalf of my mom and all mothers listening now, wherever you at, you stand up now and take your bow. So that's that piece. Yeah, man.
That's good.
It is.
I don't snap
so
that good.
I'm going to just go ahead.
Oh.
That's good.
I appreciate that.
Well, just
Now to go.
floor is yours.
Hey, you want to go, Lucky?
Yeah, because I'm going to let you finish.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do this love piece. It's called Tell Me What You Want.
Uh-oh.
I remember that song.
Yeah.
You know,
Hey, sound like
Hey,
Cisco.
got me rolling.
It's in your ear.
You got me rolling.
Oh,
So I want it.
So if you want me, then say that. And be straight up with it too, like Henny and no rocks. More like a bottle of Douce chilled on the rocks I sip. You go down smooth and tell me what you want. My ears will listen, my eyes will glitter and glisten. These gold bottles filled with your secrets, I'll keep them in my treasure chest. Call me Captain Morgan, be my Jack. Daniel. Back at it again with the whiskey. See, the moral of this story is if you want me, then tell me. There's no need to front because here's what I want. See, I want to be loved again, kissed and hugged again. I want us to be us again. I want to trust again. Don't want to lust again, but I want your body to make me want to make love again. I want to love again. Have fun again. I want to laugh so hard I cry before the day is done again. I want to be one again. With that Sunday kind of love, the stay at your place till next Sunday kind of love, the feel safe kind of love, feel brave kind of love, that I'm in the shower while he shave kind of love, that lay with you kind of love, stay with you kind of love, then wake in the morning, kneel to God and pray with you kind of love, the I'll never leave you kind of love because I believe in you kind of love, the no I won't go kind of love because I just want to see you grow kind of love, that if I can't have you then I don't want no kind of love, the Love Jones kind of love, collard greens and neck bones kind of love, that lazy kind of love, drive me crazy kind of love, that you know they be going brazy kind of love, that hood kind of love, feel good kind of love, that 5 years later looking back like this where we stood kind of love, because we got a dream kind of love, we a team kind of love, that I'll forever remind you I'm your queen, you're my king, and this is our kind of love. Yeah.
Yes,
You-
Lucky, they
Bye,
not
bye, bye, bye,
listening. They're not listening.
She had her
I'm about to say,
yes
hey,
on the whole
They're
time.
not
You didn't say that Tiana kind of love. See the way she was looking. Who? Okay,
They're
look.
not
Who was
listening.
giving you? Who was giving you the eye more? Though?
Listening.
She was like,
Tell them.
Okay,
girl, you
all
speaking my
They're
life.
not
Hey,
listening like
listen.
Tell
I
them.
mean, you got more effect than her.
Hey, watch this. Watch this though.
Go ahead.
Watch her
They
face
not
right now.
listening.
Just.
What? Go.
I love. Hey,
Oh,
Hey, Jess. Matter of
Lord.
fact, do this poem for her.
Please.
Do like look right at her.
Lord. I sweat, y'all. So let y'all know
Oh,
that
you
right
about to be
now. The
sweating
lights
bullets.
is on.
I'm not used to this studio shit. Hey, you can curse. I'm sorry. I said.
You can do whatever
Yeah,
you
you
want.
good. You good.
Help
Hey,
yourself.
I know. So look,
I gotta get
just
ready.
had a mic right because I feel like you like
I'm ready to stand up.
do your thing.
Say it, do
Whatever
what you
make
gotta
you
do.
comfortable.
Reach
So
this.
look. Deliver everything.
Oh,
You
got
tall though,
tall.
so you might hit your head.
You. What's
Yes.
your name?
Tiana.
What your name? Look.
Hey,
so,
so
Tiana. So look. Let me hear you say, "Love,
Love,
I deserve it."
I deserve it.
She said this shit like she meant that, right?
I did
Hey,
mean that shit. I
that
meant
felt
that.
good.
Hey, look.
Let it happen.
Hey, look.
All for 1,000. Hey,
The
all
whole
of this
thing.
is recorded. Boom. Go ahead.
Whole thing.
So I heard the kind of love you want, right?
Right.
That kind, like, all right.
Do that jump. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. My bad.
Why is it
Oh, Lord.
in most relationships, no matter what you give, the one thing you can't seem to get back is your heart? Or what seemed to be happy beginnings ended because of problems that were there from the start. Eyes covered. Instead of seeing the truth, believing that you would rather be in the dark. Orgasmic emotions give you amnesia to all bad memories. Afraid to embark on a much better future because y'all got history. He got it all together is what your girlfriends say. Disaster staring you directly in the face when they don't see, subconsciously you manage to look the other way. Knowing in your mind you should walk away, but once again your heart convinces you to stay. Wishful think and believe it can work, so all your trust and love you lay with him. Him give you the same emotions back, but only when you lay with him. Baby, I love you is what he whispers in your ear as he tears down your walls. Walls you're built up because of fear. Fear that you'll become just another notch on the belt. Fear that you will give your love and respect to a man who don't even love and respect himself. Your heart is tired. Tired of the burden that was once a desire. You scream, I love you. You dream, I love you. Only to awake to the harsh reality that love don't love you. I mean, he don't love you. Hard for the heart to accept, but it ain't gonna get no better however you choose to stay. But baby, I ask you, what got you so afraid? I don't get it. Why give a man your heart and all he gonna do is play with it? He don't deserve nothing you got to give, so why not save your energy and love for someone who appreciates what love is and he ain't the one? Trust me, he was gone before he came. And love ain't never felt this much pain. I'm gonna tell you, that ain't love he giving. And the heart needs more to grow to some sexual healing. Attempting to substitute all his bull, he tried to give sex to you. And ain't no reason you should still fit alone if he laying right here next to you, baby. He just hitting, cause that ain't love he giving. And ain't nothing gonna change until you walk away or demand some respect, because he only giving you the type of love that you accept. Lord God.
Hey, you see? Did we gas?
And that is why.
That wasn't no gas.
Like, it wasn't a lie.
Hey, listen.
Did we lie?
I d-
Yeah.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
I know the show has to end.
Yeah.
though.
It leaves you
Sorry, it has to
speechless.
come to.
Yeah.
I do want to say this.
I really apologize for being late, man.
Man,
It's
you
slipped
good,
my
bro.
mind. You know, I need.
You'll be back.
Good.
But you-
See,
yeah,
see,
yeah.
bang.
Come on
You'll
back.
be back.
You just booked yourself.
Come on back. I
You
just.
sold that.
I need to come back and like
You'll be
really,
back.
really, because like
Yeah,
I'm
'cause we
on,
got some questions we want to ask.
I'm
'cause
on, I'm,
they
I'm
said
on a
some
tour.
dope
I'm on a
things
tour
about you.
now, right? The good, the bad, and ugly tour. I got a brother I tour with named Monday Night, man.
Boom,
Real
boom.
dope artist.
We dropped
they
his
made
name
you-
as
Yeah,
well.
and, yeah, it's dope. We just went to Richmond and it was crazy. We got booked for Richmond again, so we getting ready to hit the whole. We getting ready to go everywhere.
There it is.
Like
what's up.
don't forget about every second Wednesday. You coming?
Yes.
I got some more shit for you, girl.
Okay.
Hey, no, girl.
He said, "I'm gonna interject."
You wear Under Armour on your tour?
No, see, I'm coming from the gym. See,
I see.
I personal
I see.
train as well, right?
I see.
Oh,
I
wow.
personal train, so you know, you got to eat, man. You got to have multiple businesses out
I
here,
tell
man.
you
Kev,
what.
you told me that, Kev. You got to.
He spoke
See?
on
And we
that.
spoke
He
on that.
spoke on that.
Kevin
Real
told me
talk.
that.
Very
Hey, look,
important.
Kevin Hicks, Lamont Curry, you know, my mentors, you know what I'm saying? They showed me like really, really, look, Lamont always tell me, man, make sure you eating, Holmes. Make sure you eating. You know what I mean? Like whatever you got to do, make sure you eating. I got a lot to talk about, but I'm late, so
But we're gonna have you back really
Yes,
soon.
absolutely.
I want to have all y'all back, but I know y'all about to embark on your own endeavors. But if Thursday night is free, man, we can have you back
Yeah.
real soon because an hour and 17 minutes just ain't enough for y'all.
Nah.
So if anybody, I mean, you guys are big enough. You know, sometimes we struggle to fill an hour, and
yeah.
now it's not enough time. So for those of you who missed anything, please go to YouTube. You can find it here. I think there was some problem with the website tonight too. So
Yeah, Facebook.
but we are.
Just
on
Facebook.
Facebook, or just Facebook.
Facebook
It was on the
having issues
website. But go to YouTube, tell your friends to tell a friend, and share it because tonight what we had was truly special. So I want to thank Orville,
Thank you.
Kevin, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
Lucky,
Yes.
just me,
Sure.
Tiana.
and myself. See you guys 7 days. All right.
Thank you.
Peace.
Thank you.